Welcome to the Odyssey. Hit the like, press play. You're running with the squad like Xenoblade. Drive like Mario.
Welcome back to the Odyssey. I am Mike Odyssey, and this is video 2 for the day. We just got breaking news on Nintendo Switch 2. Guys, we have some news here to report on the release time frame and date and other crazy things that just emerged when it comes to Nintendo Switch 2 news. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about it right now without giving you any more fluff. But tonight I will be live discussing this same situation and answering all the questions you may have. So stay tuned. I will be live here tonight to answer questions and also some little fun stuff that we're going to be doing together. So let's go ahead and get into the news. So this news comes to us by VideoGameChronicles.com, and it reads, sources say Nintendo targets 2024 with next-gen console. Key partners have development kits ahead of planned launch, sources tell VGC. So let's go ahead and continue reading. Development kits for Nintendo's next console are now with key partner studios, with launch planned for next year, sources tell VGC. What this means is that everybody who matters when it comes to third-party content creators, they have this system in hand right now, and they are developing their games. Not so much developing, but more like testing, because remember, they don't need the console to develop, they need a console to test. So they have it in their hands. They are making tweaks and making sure the games are ready and working well on that console. And let's continue reading. According to the multiple people with knowledge of Nintendo's next-gen console plans, the company is likely to release new hardware during the second half of 2024 to ensure that it has ample stock available on day one and to avoid the kind of shortages seen with PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. Although specific details on the console are being kept closely guarded, those VGCs spoke to indicate that the next-gen console would be able to be used in portable mode similar to the Nintendo Switch. So that means the same form factor is staying. That's a really good news, meaning it will be docked and also handheld. Two sources tell VGC spoke to suggest that the console could launch with an LCD screen instead of the more premium OLED screen in order to bring down costs, especially considering the increased storage needed for higher fidelity games. This is not so bad, guys, because remember, we have a more powerful console out there already, handheld console, who does not have an OLED screen but does have a newer LCD, because today's LCD screens are actually really good compared to the ones Nintendo used for the Nintendo Switch base model, right? The Steam Deck currently has an LCD screen. They don't have an OLED screen, and the technology related to the LCD screens we have now is actually better. You know, the thing is that Nintendo would have to make the screens bigger and the bezels smaller to make it look great, and of course increase the brightness on the screen to actually make it pop out. But LCD screens are still good today, guys. We are still using it on many TVs and also on many devices. It's just a matter of the technology advancing with LCDs. So don't worry about that. I'm pretty sure that Nintendo will also probably halfway through release a Nintendo Switch 2 OLED model maybe, and also a light version. So who knows what Nintendo has planned, but I think LCD is the way to go in order to keep costs low, right? So the current Switch comes with just 32 gigabytes of internal memory, while main current gen PlayStation and Xbox games are over 1 terabyte. So that's basically why Nintendo is using the LCD screens, so that they can keep the cost low, because they have to increase the storage within in order to accommodate next gen games. This is good news. Good news, because if you had that question whether the next gen console would be able to maintain and play next gen games, it looks like Nintendo is planning on releasing next gen games, and third party next gen games like God of War will be able to play on the next gen system for Nintendo, and Nintendo is actually thinking about that. I'd rather have those next gen games on an LCD mobile screen than not have them at all, right? Games that, like, you know, that really look high fidelity, look great, and this is just good news overall. Let's see here. That's basically all that is said here. Just about the LCD screen, and of course, the Nintendo is planning on releasing it in the second half. Okay, the second half, just because they want to make sure they have enough consoles, and we did go over this in a prior video. Nintendo did say they wanted to make enough consoles to meet demand, and this is exactly what they're doing. They're making the Switch launch in the second half of 24, sorry, so that they have enough to meet demand. Now, I'm going to be live tonight to talk more about this more in detail. There's more to this article that I want to go over, but it's just a lot of information, so I don't want to keep you guys so much. The big news is that Video Games Chronicle has a huge source that is telling them that now the consoles are in hands of developers, and that Nintendo is currently producing the console and making enough so that when they launch in the second half of 2022, they have more to meet demand. So that is the news for this video. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. We will be live tonight talking about this, so please show up live. We're going to be talking about this. We'll do something fun too. There's something I want to do with you guys that's going to be pretty fun. So we'll talk about Switch 2. All the questions you asked will be answered, and we'll hang out tonight and this Switch 2 discovery thing. That is going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next awesome adventure here at the Odyssey. But before I let you go, I got two things I need to let you know. Number one, never give up, and number two, journey on. Peace.
Welcome to the Odyssey. Hit the like, press play. You're running with the squad like Xenoblade. Drive like Mario, we on a new way. Never slow down, winners don't need no breaks. And we won't fade, our shine gets greater. Staying on the ball like Pokemon trainers. From the nest to the Wii, we dangerous. You can button mash, but it ain't gonna save you.